I thought it'd be interesting to see, well, I know what's there, but I thought it'd be interesting to show you lot what you'd get if you buy a new car these days, or in particular if you buy a new Renault. Now I've got 2 packets or bags of stuff that you get when you buy a new Renault. This one is very dirty. I don't know why. Oh, I know why it's dirty, because it's been sat in the shed for a long time. Now this is, I don't know when this was. It's probably from, I should point out that I'm not stupid enough to buy a new car. Now this was come from probably a 2013, 2012, 2013, maybe even 2014. Can't remember. But family member bought a brand new car, so they got a little bag full of stuff. There's nothing in there. Whether there's meant to be something in there, I don't know. I might have took it out. But I've got a newer one down there. There's a newer box from when you get from when you buy when you bought a new car in 2015. Why on earth would you want to buy a new car? The amount of money that you lose on it is ridiculous, really. But never mind. So you get, when you buy a new car, I don't know about when you buy more expensive cars like BMWs, Mercedes, Aston Martins, Jaguars, all them. Whenever you buy, I expect you get a lot more stuff. But when you buy a reasonably low market car, like a Renault, you just get basically a little bag full of cleaning stuff that's not really, you know, it's good stuff. Oh, I must have used some. Oh well. It's alright stuff probably. But it's not, you know, they're just like, yeah, look, this makes it look good. This is all very wet. Very wet. I don't know why it's wet, but it is. So you get some acid rain neutralising shampoo. That's very interesting to have. Not that you probably would ever use it, because obviously none of us ever used it. Acid rain neutralising shampoo. This highly concentrated non-froth shampoo is effective for removing dirt and grime from everyday road use. Number 1, rinse off loose dirt with water. Add contents of sachet into bucket of warm water. What sachet? This ain't a sachet, it's a bottle. Oh, sachets. I thought this was a bottle in a cardboard box, but it's not, look. It's loads of sachets. Well, I never knew that. Non-frothing as well. Wash down the vehicle with a soft, well-soaked sponge. Rinse well with clean water. Well, I would be interested to know whether it works, but to be honest, probably don't get that much acid rain. We do get acid rain obviously, but probably not that much. What have we got here? This is bird lime neutralizer. Obviously for people who get a lot of birds. Creates an easy wipe off solution. And they have a picture of a seagull. Interesting. What else do we have? This is very wet cardboard. What else do we have here? Bird lime neutralizer. Handy to reach. Oh, yeah, a handy to reach for solution for the removal of bird lime without damaging the paintwork. I wonder why they call it bird lime and not just bird shit. It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, instructions. Shake aerosol can well. Oh, this is a can. Spray mousse. I thought that said mouse. Spray mousse onto the bird lime deposit and leave for 1 minute. Wear gloves to remove or deposit using clean cloth. We recommend washing the car to remove all excess of contaminants. Repeat process if necessary. So basically, this is supposed to be to get rid of the bird crap once it's on your car. But then they say wash your car after you've used this. So you might as well just wash the car anyway and not use this in the first place. Because if you're going to wash your car, you're going to get rid of it. You're going to get rid of the bird crap. So what's the point in using that if you're just going to wash your car? That seems completely unnecessary, if you ask me. Where are we here? Ooh, wipe and restores paintwork. Scuff remover kit. That is remarkable. I wonder if it will actually work. Probably not. This kit contains wipe away and paint seal cream. Does it really? It's directions. I thought that said instructions. What have we got on this one? Instructions. nothing on that one. And this one says directions. I wonder if it's all made by the same company. Probably not. Anyway, that's one. Now let's look at the newer one. Now this one is in much of a better case. You get a nice black case with a nice 2 zips. Nice black rubber handle. You get the actual Renault Sport logo on there. Very nice. Not that I like Renaults. I do have a Renault van, but it doesn't mean I necessarily like them. So, this is what you've got. What do we get inside? I must say I haven't actually properly looked in this one. It was actually given to me for Christmas. But there we go. You get these when you buy a new Renault. You get a little cleaning kit. Because they like to... They basically say, oh, you've just bought a new car, so you're going to want to look after it. However, people that buy Renaults don't want to look after their cars. That's why they buy Renaults. Anyone that has a Renault, I can guarantee they don't look after it. It'll be always dirty and they just won't look after it. So what do we have? Very cheap and nasty feeling chamois leather. It doesn't really, it feels like, well, bread, basically. It just feels like bread. Probably would work reasonably well, but wouldn't be. For any of you lot out there that like car detailing or just generally looking after your car's paintwork, you would not be using that, I can guarantee you. We have a vacuum packed sponge. Why do we have a vacuum packed sponge? I don't know. Maybe they just thought people would like vacuum packed sponges. Anyone that likes to keep their paintwork nice doesn't use a sponge. No, you know, I'm probably going to get comments on this saying, why would they give you a sponge to look after your paintwork? You don't use a sponge. It's very true, you don't use a sponge. Then we got a microfiber cloth. Now I wonder if it's a good one. There's a way of seeing, you need 2 hands really because you need to be able to stretch it, but you can already see, I don't know if I can do it with only using 1 hand, but if you stretch it in the light, and you can see through, like you can there, you can see through the little particles, can't you? The weave, you can see through. That means it ain't a very good microfiber cloth. The good ones, you won't be able to see through them. They'll be nice and thick because they need to trap all them particles of dirt, etc. The thin ones won't trap much really. They're not very good at all. But if you're going to get this for free, although you're probably not getting this for free, they probably added about £2 onto your car just so you get this, but hey ho. And then we got a nice bottle of Dry Clean waterless cleaning system for paintwork and alloy wheels. Really, so basically what they've done here is they've taken some Demon Shine, put it in a bottle and claimed it as their own. Well, that's probably not as good as Demon Shine. Shake well before use. Spray on a small area of the paint surface on the wheels at a time. Oh dear, what are you doing? Anyone who uses that is stupid. All you're doing is spraying on some wetness on the dirt on your car and rubbing it around. You do not use that on dirt. I have used Demon Shine in the past, but I've washed the car first, dried the car, and then used the Demon Shine or the waterless cleaning system afterwards as kind of like a polisher. I know you're all going to go, what are you doing? But I've done that in the past and it comes out pretty well. But no one uses that. You shouldn't use that while your car's dirty because you're just going to be swirling around dirt. Bird dropping and insect strike remover. Blimey, that's a better way of putting it. Bird dropping. I like that. Dropping. Bird dropping. Rabbit dropping. Yeah. Horse dropping. Dog dropping. Cat dropping. That's better. Dropping's a better way of putting it. Lime. What's that all about? Bird dropping and insect strike remover. Well, that might come in handy, and it probably does work. It's probably a really well, not dangerous, probably just a really pungent solvent. Glass clean. Oh, so we've got a bit of window cleaner. That's nice, isn't it? Effortless and effective glass windscreen cleaner for a smear-free finish. Well, that's something that probably would come in handy. But a glass cleaner. You can't really go wrong with glass cleaner. It's made mainly out of white vinegar. But most of it is anyway. If you ever have the expensive brands out in supermarkets and you smell that, it will smell like vinegar. Leather and fabric cleaner. Well, that might come in handy because it cleans leather and fabric. Wow. Why don't you just use a wet vac? Interesting. Well, that's something that you get. Notice in this one you get a nice little thing to put it in. The other one was in was in cardboard boxes and they just got wet. How or why they got wet, I don't know. They've only been sitting in the garage here, but obviously they got wet somewhere. I can't get that one out. Vehicle wash concentrate with acid rain neutralizer. So in this one we've got a nice shampoo with acid rain neutralizer all together in a bottle, whereas this one was in sachets. Very nice. And we've got an alloy wheel brush to clean your alloy wheels. Nice. That's actually not a bad brush, actually, to be fair. It might, no, I don't know. I don't think it's actually that coarse. I'd say that's probably about the right sort of coarseness, or whatever you want to call it, softness. I'd use that. I would use that. That's very good. I will be, well, I'll probably use all of these stuff apart from that, but I might use that afterwards. I'll probably use that as like a polisher because, you know, it works and, you know, whatever. So I won't be using that sponge though. Why would you want to use a sponge? I'll probably just use that in a bath. Blimey. Very nice. So Renault, they do think of you when you buy a new car. They do think of you. And they do say, well, this customer's just bought a brand new car. They're going to want to look after their new purchase, their investment, that they're going to lose about 25% of the money on, or more, as soon as they drive it out the showroom. But nevertheless, we'll give them this equipment and they can take care of it. And I can guarantee you that probably 90% of these kits that were given out when people buy new cars have never ever been used, because no one who buys a Renault or a Peugeot, or in fact no one that buys most cars these days look after their cars. They'll be dirty inside and out 24/7, 365 days of the year. Sweet! So why don't you tell me, put it in the comments section, what do you do to look after your car? Do you use ordinary stuff such as this that ain't really any good, it's just mediocre? Or do you spend a lot of money and buy the proper detailing shampoo and equipment and all that kind of stuff? Or do you just not do anything? Do you just go to like a car wash and have your wing mirrors taken off and have all the paint taken off and all that crap? Just let me know in the comments below, because it's interesting to find out how many people actually look after their cars. The investment that they've invested in.